How to Think Clearly, Marcus Aurelius, Stoicism, Stoic Mindset. Welcome to Stoic Keys. In today's video, we're diving into the timeless wisdom of Marcus Aurelius to discover how a Stoic mindset can help you think clearly and live a more balanced life. We'll break down 5 powerful lessons from his teachings, including mastering your emotions, refining your perception, understanding what you can control, living by core virtues, and always keeping the big picture in mind. These insights will equip you to handle life's challenges with calm and clarity. Lesson 1. Learn to control your emotions. Controlling your emotions is crucial for clear thinking and effective decision-making, according to Marcus Aurelius. He advises, stop letting your emotions override what your mind tells you. Stop being hypocritical, self-centered, irritable. This lesson focuses on managing emotions without suppressing them, ensuring they do not cloud your judgment. Emotions can be powerful and overwhelming, often leading us to act irrationally. Anger, for example, can drive us to make impulsive decisions that we might regret later. The Stoic mindset emphasizes that instead of suppressing these emotions, we should redirect them in a productive manner. When you feel anger, rather than letting it control your actions, ask yourself how you can use that emotion positively. Could a calm conversation or physical activity help release that anger in a healthier way? Fear and anxiety are other emotions that often paralyze us. The Stoic mindset encourages facing these emotions head-on. Marcus Aurelius also emphasizes the importance of Stoic mindset, understanding the root of our emotions. He suggests that we ask ourselves, what is this emotion trying to tell me? By understanding the source of our feelings, we can address them more effectively. Engaging in regular practices such as mindfulness and meditation can also help in managing emotions. These practices train your mind to stay calm and composed, even in stressful situations. When you regularly practice mindfulness, you become more aware of your emotional triggers and can handle them better. Another useful strategy is to journal your emotions. Writing down your feelings can provide clarity and help you process them. It also creates a record that you can reflect on later to understand patterns in your emotional responses. Over time, this practice can lead to greater emotional intelligence and control. Finally, consider the impact of your emotions on others. Acting out of anger or fear can strain relationships and create unnecessary conflict. By controlling your emotions, you not only think more clearly, but also maintain healthier interactions with those around you. Remember, the Stoic mindset is about finding balance and acting with intention. Emotions are natural and inevitable, but they don't have to dictate your actions. By understanding and managing them, you can maintain a clear and rational mind, leading to better decision-making and a more fulfilling life. How do you currently manage your emotions, and what techniques from this lesson do you think could help you improve? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Lesson 2. Train your perception. Marcus Aurelius teaches that perception is a powerful tool in shaping our experiences and responses to life events. He famously said, "Choose not to be harmed, and you won't feel harmed. Don't feel harmed, and you haven't been." This lesson focuses on how to train your perception to maintain a Stoic mindset and think clearly. Our perception is often colored by initial judgments and emotions. We tend to label events, people, and experiences quickly as good, bad, boring, or exciting. However, this habit can be exhausting and may negatively impact our lives. The Stoic mindset encourages us to look beyond our initial judgments and reframe situations more positively. When you perceive a challenging event, try to view it as an opportunity for growth. If you have a tough day at work, consider what you learned from the experience and how it can help you improve. This shift in perception can turn a negative experience into a valuable lesson. Marcus Aurelius suggests that our initial reactions are often influenced by emotions, which may not be entirely rational. By questioning these judgments, we can gain a more balanced perspective. Ask yourself, is my perception of this situation rational? Is there a more positive way to interpret this? By doing so, you can train your mind to see things more clearly and rationally. Another aspect of training your perception is to avoid exaggeration. We often use metaphors and hyperboles that make situations seem worse than they are. For example, saying your heart is broken after a breakup intensifies the pain. Instead, acknowledge the reality that your partner no longer feels the same way. This approach can help you process emotions more effectively and move forward with a clearer mind. Practicing mindfulness is also essential in training your perception. Mindfulness allows you to observe your thoughts and feelings without immediate judgment. This practice helps you become more aware of your perceptions and enables you to adjust them consciously. When you notice a negative thought, pause and reflect on it. Ask yourself if there's a different way to view the situation. Another technique is to practice gratitude. Focusing on what you're grateful for can shift your perception from negativity to positivity. When you find yourself in a challenging situation, take a moment to identify something positive about it. This habit can help you maintain a balanced perspective and reduce the impact of negative judgments. Finally, remember that perception is within your control. Marcus Aurelius' Stoic mindset emphasized that harms only exist if we consider them as harms. By controlling how we perceive situations, we can reduce the emotional impact and think more clearly. The Stoic mindset teaches that every event has both positive and negative aspects. By choosing to focus on the positive, you can maintain a clearer and more rational mind. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. This quote reminds us that challenges are opportunities in disguise. By training your perception, you can transform obstacles into paths for growth. Lesson 3. Always consider the big picture. Considering the big picture is a crucial aspect of clear thinking and decision-making. Marcus Aurelius aptly put it, how beautifully Plato put it. Whenever you want to talk about people, it's best to take a bird's-eye view and see everything all at once. This lesson emphasizes the importance of stepping back to see the broader context of your problems and decisions. When we are in the midst of a situation, it can feel overwhelming. Every problem might seem like the end of the world. However, taking a step back allows us to see how small our problems actually are in the grand scheme of things. The Stoic mindset encourages us to look beyond our immediate experiences and consider the wider context. This broader view helps us understand that our experiences are just a small part of a much larger picture. By doing so, we can put our problems into perspective and see them as less significant than they initially appeared. When faced with a difficult decision, it's important to consider all possible options. Consider other possibilities such as changing your field, starting a side hustle, or pursuing a hobby that could bring you joy. By expanding your view, you can make more informed and rational decisions. Taking a step back also helps us see beyond our own biases and desires. It's easy to get caught up in what we want in the moment, but considering the long-term effects of our actions is essential. Ask yourself, what are the potential long-term outcomes of my decision? How will it affect me and those around me? This broader perspective can lead to better choices that align with your values and goals. Another aspect of seeing the big picture is understanding the interconnectedness of everything. The Stoics believed that the well-being of the world is linked to our personal well-being. For example, littering might seem insignificant in the moment, but considering the cumulative effect of everyone doing it highlights its importance. By thinking about the larger impact of our actions, we can make choices that contribute to the greater good. Reflecting on the big picture can also help us appreciate the positive aspects of our lives. It's easy to focus on what's going wrong, but taking a step back allows us to see what's going right. This shift in focus can improve our mood and help us approach problems with a clearer mind. When was the last time you took a step back to see the big picture? How did it change your perspective on the situation? Share your experiences in the comments below. If you've reached the end of this video, you're clearly dedicated to mastering the art of clear thinking. Drop a comment with Stoic clarity to show your commitment to adopting a Stoic mindset. Stick with us. There's more wisdom on the way. Lesson 4. Exercise the dichotomy of control. In the words of Marcus Aurelius, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. This lesson focuses on the dichotomy of control, a central concept in Stoic philosophy that distinguishes between what we can control and what we cannot. Understanding this distinction is crucial for maintaining a clear mind and a Stoic mindset. Many aspects of life, such as the weather, traffic, or other people's opinions, are beyond our control. However, how we dress, when we leave, and the kind of people we choose to associate with are within our control. By focusing on what we can control, we can reduce stress and anxiety. Amor fati, or love for fate, is a key component of this lesson. Embracing life and all its circumstances, regardless of whether they are within your control, is essential for a Stoic mindset. If you are rejected for a job you wanted, rather than dwelling on the disappointment, consider what you can learn from the experience. If the rejection was due to factors beyond your control, such as nepotism, accept that it was never a true opportunity and move forward. One part of accepting fate is distancing yourself from fixed outcomes and external markers of success. If you measure your success by external factors, such as book sales, you allow your happiness to be dictated by things outside your control. Instead, focus on internal measures of success, such as your satisfaction with your work and the effort you put into it. This shift in perspective helps you maintain control over your sense of accomplishment. By focusing only on what is within your control and accepting everything else as it comes, you can maintain a calm and clear mind. This approach aligns with the Stoic mindset and promotes resilience in the face of life's challenges. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. This quote reinforces the idea that obstacles can be transformed into opportunities through a shift in perception and focus on what we can control. Lesson 5. Always consider the big picture. Considering the big picture is a crucial aspect of clear thinking and decision-making. Marcus Aurelius aptly put it, how beautifully Plato put it. Whenever you want to talk about people, it's best to take a bird's-eye view and see everything all at once. This lesson emphasizes the importance of stepping back to see the broader context of your problems and decisions. When we are in the midst of a situation, it can feel overwhelming. Every problem might seem like the end of the world. However, taking a step back allows us to see how small our problems actually are in the grand scheme of things. The Stoic mindset encourages us to look beyond our immediate experiences and consider the wider context. This broader view helps us understand that our experiences are just a small part of a much larger picture. By doing so, we can put our problems into perspective and see them as less significant than they initially appeared. When faced with a difficult decision, it's important to consider all possible options. For example, if you're deciding whether to stay in your current job or apply for a new one, think beyond these two choices. Consider other possibilities such as changing your field, starting a side hustle, or pursuing a hobby that could bring you joy. By expanding your view, you can make more informed and rational decisions. Taking a step back also helps us see beyond our own biases and desires. It's easy to get caught up in what we want in the moment, but considering the long-term effects of our actions is essential. Ask yourself, what are the potential long-term outcomes of my decision? How will it affect me and those around me? This broader perspective can lead to better choices that align with your values and goals. The Stoics believed that the well-being of the world is linked to our personal well-being. Reflecting on the big picture can also help us appreciate the positive aspects of our lives. It's easy to focus on what's going wrong, but taking a step back allows us to see what's going right. This shift in focus can improve our mood and help us approach problems with a clearer mind. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. This quote reminds us that challenges are opportunities in disguise. By training your perception, you can transform obstacles into paths for growth. Thank you for joining us on Stoic Keys. By embracing these Stoic principles, you can unlock personal growth and true happiness in your everyday life. Which of these lessons resonated with you the most? How do you plan to integrate them into your routine? We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe for more transformative wisdom and practical tips for a better life. Let's journey towards a clearer, more mindful existence together.